I was at Woodbridge area school in grade 9. We all mustered to school. One of the teachers came and got us and put it in his car. We all jumped in his car. We headed off to fight the fires. There was fires coming over Woodbridge Hill, and most of the senior boys went off to fight the fires. We headed for Birches Bay in the back of an EJ Holden, which was Denzel Sword was the teacher. We were loaded up there. We ended up parking at the bottom of a hill. We all hopped out, we ran up the hill, nothing to fight the fires with. They were coming over the top of the paddy. So we broke some gun barrels. We all started bashing the fire with the green gun barrels. They all caught alight. The sparks were getting heavy, flames were getting stronger. A few of us, I was with a few of the boys from West Wind's home. A few of our hairs were catching alight, so we putting them out, and then we were the teacher said run back down the hill, so we all ran back down the hill. Where we were at Birches Bay was one of my schoolmates' house. I was there and I saw his bike, and I said to the teacher, I need to save his bike, can I ride that? And the teacher said, no, jump in the car. And as we were doing that, the house just exploded in flames, and we all took off back to the school. We were there for a while, and the headmaster came and got myself and Stephen Vince. He was the other boy. The headmaster took us up to his house in Woodbridge to look after that as the fires came through. So we were there for a few hours, hot firing, putting all the fires out and watching the fires go by and the houses burn down around us. And then after that, they come and picked us up again, took us back to school. In the afternoon, there was a distressed lady, and I remember the bus drivers coming back, and everybody was crying. People were, known to have died, and people losing their houses. And then they and Stephen Vince again up to a farm area up the top of one of the hills, looking for a farmer that was missing. His family was distraught. They dumped us there. We had to walk up this hill, which had all been burning and still burning, and we searched for a few hours and wandered around not knowing what to do. And later on, we were probably 2 miles from the main road, so we had to start walking back, and it was probably getting dark thing. So we found a couple of old push bikes that were burnt, the tyres were burnt off. We jumped on them and came down to the bottom of the hill. We waited to the bottom of the hill for a few hours to see what was happening, and nobody came. And then all of a sudden we got a lift back to the school. Meanwhile it was dark. The school buses had picked up all the rest of the children and taken them home. And so I stayed there till about 10:30. And my father came and got me, not knowing what had happened to me. His eyes were bad, he could hardly drive. As we're going back up the Channel Highway, we're looking across to see Bruny Island, and all you could see was all the red embers of just Bruny Island, just looked like a city in itself. We end up arriving home after dodging all the trees and telegraph poles on the road. We arrived home, with no power, of course, no water. The house was saved, just burnt, charred on the outside a bit. We lost our shed, we lost our toilet and all that. And when I got there, our house was full of all the neighbours with their houses burnt down. So we had a house full of people for the night, and with a huge hug from my mum, because she thought I wouldn't make it home. We were there. We were 6 weeks without power, so we had to make do, no fridge. I can't remember, but I think we had about 2 weeks off school prior to going back to school. We just wandered around, and we had a little wood fire thing to cook on, but there wasn't much wood around because that was all burnt. We ended up looking after a few burnt animals. We had down an albino possum who was half burnt. We looked after him, and we wandered down to our local creek where we used to catch little tiddler fish as kids, but there were some huge 3 kilo fish floating on the surface when we checked that. But yeah, so vivid memories of the day.